with Sarah, the Illstrumentalist, where she makes soulful hip-hop instrumentals, chats with her amazing community and shares tips and tricks. So grab some popcorn and chill out with Sarah.
Shoutouts to Michael Faction. Not the real Michael Jackson, the real Faction Jackson, the fake one. Shoutouts to my AI orchestra. Shoutouts to you for showing up. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. It's Friday. It's a beautiful day here in LA. Drop in the comments where you're at. How's the weather where you're at? Hope you're safe. Hope you have power. I hope your house is good. Wishing you the best day. I appreciate you guys coming through. I got the squad here. I got Charles. We got Shelton Carey. We got A Major Keys. Thank you so much for coming through and moderating the chats. I appreciate you. We got Germany in the house. Jean Paul. Bonnets. I like that. Sounds of Araya. Crazy beat. God damn. I appreciate that. How are you guys doing today? Girls, guys, them days. Everyone is welcome here. I'm doing pretty good. I feel really good. Earlier this week, I was like, I wasn't feeling this good. So I'm really glad that today's a really good day. I hope you're feeling good. And it's a full moon in Aries. I'm a double Aries. I definitely felt the heaviness. I woke up feeling refreshed. Feel amazing. We got Maryland in the house. We got Virginia in the house. It says it's getting chilly in the south. Man, I hope y'all enjoy that because I do not miss any of that. I don't miss the hurricanes. I don't miss the... Well, we get all 4 seasons. Good for you. It's literally 70 something degrees. Hold on, let me see. It's 72 degrees to be exact in LA. It's beautiful. The sun's out. The smog is not smogging today. If you know, you know. We got a lot of people in V8 in the house. I appreciate that. Did you guys see the Legos movie yet? The Pharrell Legos movie. I have not seen it yet. I think I want to go see it tonight or sometime this weekend. We got Lucy here. Hi, baby. She wants to say hi. Say hi, Buttons. Her birthday was last Friday. Was it last Friday? Yeah, it was last Friday. We celebrate her birthday. She had a good day. She's been 1 week being 3, you know, normal dog stuff. So we're doing good. Yeah. I think I'm gonna see the Pharrell movie. A lot of people have been seeing it. Lucy. A lot of people have seen it and had a lot of good things to say about it. Pharrell's one of my favorite producers from North Carolina. Y'all are from VA. Definitely go represent. Check it out. Support this amazing man. You know, I think honestly Pharrell's one of the most humblest people. Like, he doesn't really talk about all his accomplishments, so I'm really proud of him for actually sharing a story, even though I haven't seen it yet. But he tends to be very, like, he's modest about all the things, so I'm hoping that it highlights all of his accomplishments. I'm sure it does. He has done a lot. Even things to, like, what has stand out to me is when I go to Universal Studios and I can hear his music playing in the theme parks, which is like such a flex for a producer, right? It's like the ultimate sync licensing opportunity. If you get like your music in a movie and then the movie is in a theme park and like people are riding a ride and they're listening to your music every time that's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna check it out. So Lucy's a whole Libra. She definitely is. Your daughter's birthday was 10, 11. Yes, that's what's up. So both our daughters' birthdays. This episode is sponsored by DistroKid. If you haven't already checked it out, make sure you do. This is a wonderful place to release your music on streaming platforms. There is a link for 7% off your first year's membership. And what I noticed here on my page, and someone actually wanted this, and if there's a student referral program where I can get 50% off for 50% off for someone that's a student. So if you're a student and you want that discount off of DistroKid, let me know. I could send it to you directly, which is really dope. Don't forget about them student discounts if you're a student, y'all, because there's a bunch of them. And speaking of DistroKid, my next release is scheduled the end of this month. It's called Everyday Christmas. It's a really dope track. If you want to take a look at it, there's a few things. So let's say if you have DistroKid, there's an option to create a hyper follow link. So this is basically a landing page for your releases. So 21 people have viewed this link. Wow, that's fine. That's great. I love it. So if I copy it, or if I just go to it, basically gives people the ability to pre-save it on Spotify. So that's in my link in my bio. So that's something that you can do as well. But if you maybe want to listen to some of my unreleased music that's not out yet, that is scheduled, or my next microwave beats as is coming, you guys know I've been posting like these Beattober daily shorts and reels every single day this month, and I'm starting to upload some of these unreleased songs onto my Patreon. So I created a Patreon page. Let's check it out. The link is in the description and is in this tag. So there's 3 different options, 3 different supporting tiers. First one is just literally getting a shout out and having access to the Discord. Our Discord has the ability to you can share music, you can communicate with people within the No Quantize community. This is kind of where I have some of the contests where people can listen to the music ahead of time, support each other. It's a great place to get resources and share resources, playlists, videos, all that stuff. So Discord is included in each tier. So the first one is $3 a month, and that gives you a shout out at the end of each one of my YouTube videos. The second tier is $6 a month, and it gives you access to unreleased music. So as weeks goes on, every week I'll probably upload like a new unreleased song. Right now there's 2 that's uploaded there. So the Everyday Christmas and then one of the Beattober songs. I'm probably gonna upload another one this weekend. I'm gonna add some behind the scenes content, extended versions of video. So for an example, if I make like a rhythm roulette video, you guys know how like if I post it on YouTube, I can't play the whole video the way I really want to because of copyright. And for people that want to watch the whole video, this is where the video would be. And also you have access to the Creative Flow Cultivating a Strong Mindset ebook. It's part of the $6 tier. You got Discord access, and you also get a shout out at the end of the video. So there's another tier that's $12. It has all the same stuff, but one of the biggest things that's added is an accountability monthly chat. So like every month on Wednesdays, at the first Wednesdays, I want to have a group chat with everybody on Zoom, and I want to hear about your projects. I want to hear how, if you have music, you want us to listen to it and give you feedback, or if you just need somebody to talk to about music related stuff, because I know how it feels to live somewhere and you don't have a lot of people to talk to about what's going on, or a support system. So I added another tier to have a monthly Zoom accountability group chat. So if you guys want to check it out, the link's in the description. No pressure. I just wanted to be able to have it. If you want to listen to my music that I've been posting unreleased, some rough drafts, it'll be there. And then, like I said, there's things that I want to talk about like that I may not want to post on YouTube. may just want to talk directly to you guys, or behind the scenes stuff, or extended content. So, and then, you know, Discord. So anyways, check it out and let me know what you think about it. If there's something else that you want to have access to that I may have, that I could provide. But there's a lot of stuff that I've created, and I'm thinking of having a membership for the No Quantize courses too, like a monthly thing, instead of paying like the flat rate, the full rate. But I think that's going to come after I finish the NPC courses. So once I feel confident I have a lot of content for people to even subscribe for a monthly course, so you can have access to the SB404, the MP, the machine stuff. And you guys know Machine's coming out with an update soon. So like all this stuff is going to be up to date. So want to figure out how to best provide for everybody, so you don't have to purchase all the courses. You can have access to it. So anyways, just wanted to share this with you. I appreciate your support. And then additionally, make sure my dog ain't doing dog shit. Come here, Lucy. Come here. Come here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Come here. What's the matter? You need to calm down. I got this back camera on. You can't see it. What's the matter? What's the matter, baby? Come here. Okay. So this past weekend, last Saturday, Lucy, stop. Stop it. You're trying to get me. No biting. Okay, so last Saturday, I announced the last batch of vinyl was on sale for Microwave Beats. A lot of people were anticipating the drop. I made a video of me signing the vinyl and packaging it up. It sold out. Thank you so much to everyone that has purchased the vinyl, whether it's a pre-order or getting the limited edition signed copy, because it had a poster, it had a sticker, and I signed the vinyl, the cover, and the sticker inside. So and I'm actually like really excited. So what happened was, like, it sold out. I hit up, you know, the people that helped me make the vinyl, which is Diggers Factory, so shouts to them. I asked them how much it would cost to maybe print some more, because I may want to order some more at some point. They told me the cost, but they did tell me that there's actually some more vinyl that they need to send me that was lost in transit. So I have some more that I'll be selling apparently. So once I get those additional vinyl, what I need to do is actually reach out to the people that didn't get their vinyl, because there's like 9 people that apparently ordered it, but then the order got canceled, and those are the vinyls. So let me, once I get it, I'll reach out to them if they're interested, which I'm sure they are. If not, then we'll put them on sale. So and then if y'all keep telling me y'all want vinyl, I'm gonna order another batch of 100. So I can't, you know, with vinyl you can't just order 1 or 2. They make them in batches, either 100, 200, whatever, at a time, you know. So thank you. I'm excited. I'm very grateful. And then speaking of Microwave Beats, because we're doing this Beattober challenge, all of these beats will most likely be a part of a new Microwave Beats Volume 2. And we're going to do the same thing. You know, Volume 2, cool artwork. Let's get it on vinyl, make it real cool. Have a little special limited edition. I think honestly what I've learned as an artist over time, streaming is great. Streaming was very good during the pandemic because everyone was at home listening to music, but I really want to go back to the essence of music when people would buy albums. And sometimes when you buy an album, you may not listen to the whole album up front, you may listen to it later. I have a bunch of vinyl here that I wouldn't get rid of, but I haven't listened to all of it. But I'm grateful that I have it, and there's going to be a day where I take the time to listen to the whole thing. And love that I had support this artist Because if you think about it, like, if you streaming just doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense, y'all. And the industry's struggling, so I think everyone is kind of figuring out how can people that support their favorite artists without cutting, by actually supporting them. So I think I've actually figured it out. I'm going to continue to make beats, make really dope beat tapes, and get it on vinyl because people are purchasing it. It's way more it's tangible money. You get a tangible product as a customer, and then instead of just having to try to get like billions of streams, you can literally get someone to buy an album. And it makes sense because you're supporting the art. You actually get something in exchange. So like, we're gonna go backwards, y'all. We're going backwards. We may not have CDs and CD players, but people still have vinyls, and people love collecting stuff from artists. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I love that I tried it out for the last year. It was a challenge, but I think because it was my first time, and now that I know the process, it's gonna be a lot smoother for me. So I'm just gonna just keep doing that. So yeah, but thank you so much for supporting, purchasing, and ordering. A lot more to come. So a lot of cool stuff is happening. A lot of things I can't even talk about. I'm just, bruh. I'm just saying, just whoever is here tuning in, I love y'all. Just know that y'all are watching history right now. I'm not kidding. Anyways. Happy Friday. Track Life Productions, Bobcat the Legend. We got Darrell Williams. We got Tito G. We got some legends here. We got people that support, that show up. I appreciate you. We got Buckworks Entertainment. So Buckwork Entertainment's, the Discord is not open to the public. In order to get to the Discord, there's two different ways, either through the Patreon. The link is tagged. If you did get the Dusty Drums Volume 1 sample pack, it has a little Discord link in there. So those are the two ways. So the company that helped with the vinyl is called Diggers Factory. And I may do a video about my experience because there was gonna be a whole different company that I was gonna use, and I actually had meetings with them, and everything seemed cool until when I finished the project and had all the everything ready for them. They had like a little sign on their website like, "Hey, we're not gonna produce vinyl until we catch up with our production." Which is understandable because they're physically printing vinyl, so if something has happened, they may need to catch up. So I happened to just go on their Instagram page, and like I said, this is not Diggers Factory. This is a whole different company. I have to find the name. Hold on, what's it called? I have to find it. Yeah, I have to find it because that's not it. I didn't make a video about it, but when I went to the Instagram of this vinyl making company, and you just go to their most latest post, everyone in the comments is like, "Where's my vinyl? No, don't do it." Everyone's like, in the comments, like, "Hey, we had raised this money, and then the vinyl didn't come," and it's like, that sucks. I'm really sorry that people are experiencing that, and also, but I'm grateful that it didn't work for me to go with that company. So I reached out to Eldre, and I'm a supporter of Eldre, and I purchased his vinyl before, so I know I had worked before. So I asked him who he's worked with, and he recommended Diggers Factory. So, and he releases a lot of vinyl, so I think it's really dope to to talk to other people that have done things, so you can get the direct experience. Yeah, and then when I went to NAMM last year, I think I ran into the rep that I talked to from the vinyl company. He said, yeah, I got fired before they fell off. I'm just like, okay. I mean, yeah, and he told me that they were doing some weird, shady stuff. So definitely want to make a video because I want to tell people what has worked for me and what to maybe avoid that hasn't worked for other people. So, but anyways. Pandemic era was dope for my streams. I saw a lot of growth and success, but there's definitely been a decline over time. I might start doing physical media now. What does TBH mean? Because you know I'm old now, y'all. I'm not old, but I'm a lot. Hold on. I be thinking this Tabitha Brown high school or something like that. It does mean it does seem like we're going back. So yeah, so like Gorilla, let's see. Okay, I gotta get my dog her toys, y'all, apparently. Hold on one second. Has a lamb chop. To the dog owners in the chat, does your dog have a lamb chop? You know. What's up, TikTok? I'm on TikTok. John said, is sync licensing a good idea? Hell yeah. That's a dope idea. So yeah, was it crates? Yeah, let me I think that's what it was, because I can't think of it off the top of the head on crates. Yep, that's it, huh? Look, they got the homie on the, this is the thing, they got the homie on the, I know, you know, one of the dopest beat makers. He got this vinyl, he's smiling. You know, at the top it says, we're currently suspending the acceptance of new project starts due to maintenance work to stabilize the service. So this was up a year ago, like when I had started to upload microwave beats, and I was like done with it, because you know, you can talk with the people, but you gotta have the material, you gotta have the music, you gotta have the artwork, you gotta have all your ducks in a row before you even submit anything, right? So by the time I was done with the project, and you know, I come to the website, I can't even submit anything. So I'm just like, okay, let me go to Instagram and like, hold on, let's just go right now. This is crazy Instagram. I guess this is the video. This is the YouTube video I was gonna make. It's just live. So boom, we got the homie here. I go to the first post, and boom, hold on. Says the first one says, I would also like my order, please, and thank you. Can I get my vinyl or a refund? I've been waiting for a year. Damn. Still waiting for my Jade Cyndia record. It's been over a year now. Some people gotten theirs, many haven't. I don't understand why didn't they just ship the rest. This is literally back to back to like weeks and weeks of comments. So that's when I had reached out to, you know, instead of looking at pictures and being like, hold on, let me go actually reach out to these people. And you know, like I said, as a customer or consumer of you know, I love artists and supporting them. I had purchased Eldre's one of his first albums, and it came and I pre-ordered. It's a crowdfunding situation, same thing. Worked out. So he told me the company was Digger's Factory. They have been very good. Definitely some humps in the road, but you know, nothing's perfect. But we got the vinyl, and like I said, we've had some issues where some people may have ordered some stuff and it didn't come. but I've made sure I got a list of those people, and I'm gonna personally make sure that I reach out to them once I get the vinyl to offer it to them. So, but yeah. But yeah, real quick to touch on what Tito said. It says that reminds me of the company Crates. A lot of peers of mine ordered vinyl in November and didn't receive them until late summer. That's wild. I mean, it takes time, but like we saw, some people aren't getting them theirs at all. It's one thing to wait for vinyl, because that's very understandable. Like, I think I had the pre-orders end in like April because we had to do the crowdfunding thing, and then it didn't really finish until no one really got theirs until July, I think. So it just took a while, but also they're in Europe, so they be taking them European vacations. They be on vacation every other day. I can't relate. So I be emailing them like, we get you email someone and then you get an email back and they say, hey, I'm on vacation for 6 weeks, but you can email support.whatever.com. So, but Digger's Factory, it was just a slow process, but it worked. People got their vinyl. Some people didn't, like I said, but I was able to follow through. They were able to communicate and express what was going on, and then find the vinyl. I'm going to make sure I give it to them, but it's not a situation where nothing's working at all. And I'm actually going to continue to work with them. So, but yeah, the thing about the streams over pandemic, 10 out of 10, everyone's at home. They're thinking it's the end of the world. Do you remember the pandemic? It was crazy. Pandemic was wild. We thought that we couldn't travel. I'm thinking I can't go to Six Flags anymore, Disney World. And we're just losing muscle mass, just sitting at home doing nothing. Scared. Going outside wearing masks, standing 6 feet away from people. But we had lo-fi hip-hop music. The playlists were playlists. Oh yeah, one other thing, what I heard recently is that there were some layoffs at Spotify. And that the people that were laid off were playlist editors. Human beings, right? People that actually go and look at the list of people that submit their music. They would listen to it with their ears and say, oh, I like this. This belongs in this playlist. I'm assuming, I'm not sure this is valid. I can look it up too, but I heard that Spotify laid off a lot of humans that curated Spotify playlists. And now they have AI curated playlists. And a lot of the playlists are geared towards the top 40 or big label artists, because the big labels have equity into Spotify. That's the issue. A lot of people are like, Snoop Dogg, even Snoop Dogg, he's like, how do I have 40 billion streams? And like, where's the money at? So I think one thing I wanted to mention is Gorilla. Even though she does really well streaming, she's very popular on the radio. I think her next release is being released direct to consumer, which is great because she's built an audience, and that's what I want people to understand. Some people want to go direct to audience, which is cool, like off the bat, and I think that's fine. But I think it's important to have some type of balance where people, like Gorilla, she's been out on streaming platforms for a long time, but now she's just like, well, now I built my audience. I'm Grammy nominated, or Grammy, she's in the mix of the, being considered for the Grammys. And she's just like, well, if people want my next project, they may have to buy it up front. And then maybe later on, it's going to be put on streaming platforms. And I think that's what we're going to be doing. Like, I think that's what I'm going to do. Like, even like putting the music on Patreon, that's another way of supporting artists directly, because literally one stream is a point. I think one stream is like 0.003 of a cent. Like, it's not even a whole, I don't know. It's not a lot, right? If you just subscribe to my Patreon for $3 a month, That's like the equivalent of like streaming, I don't know, maybe 100 times. I don't know. Let's find out. How much a stream is on Spotify? Listen, this is some big. This is some crazy shit. This is some crazy shit. I was right. Okay, about 0.003 or 0.005 per stream. So I need y'all to really think about this when y'all streaming music, because even though you're paying $10 a month for your services, a lot of that money does not go to the artist. So hold on, let me just do this. I'll do this. Do it right. Is that right? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, if you subscribe to my Patreon for $3 for a month, that is the equivalent of 1,000 streams. Are you listening to my music 1,000 times a month? No, nobody is. I mean, I be listening to Christina Aguilera all the time, but I don't think I listen to it 1,000 times. In order for me to give her $3. I'm gonna add that to the description. Hold on. This is. I want to cry. That's what I want. So I just want you to really think about that. In order, yeah. That's so the Patreon, and then the purchasing albums, whether it's digital, physical. That's the best way to help support recording artists right now. So of course there's ways of going on tour and all that stuff. I'm not a performing artist. I do performances sometimes, but I'm not Kate Renata, you know what I'm saying? I figured out who I am, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy recording music. So we're not on stage yet, not yet, but because that's how a lot of people just stay afloat. So but anyways, yeah, that's wild. Oh, they use crates at first. Took forever to get it. Okay. Well, it's good that we're figuring out. That's why I want to at least share my experience, because hopefully that'll save the next person. But you can't even order anything. So I think everyone's fine moving forward. But Digger's Factory worked for me. But there was, it's a delay regardless, because it's literally like this long list of things that we have to do in order for it to even get to production. And then once it gets to production, it's literally like a week long for it to be done. And then they have to package it and ship it out and all that stuff. And then like one thing that happened with my art stuff, they accidentally like stamped something on the artwork that wasn't supposed to be there. And I'm just like, we did all of this planning for this one mistake. I'd much rather have it all right. So I had just sent it all back, and then they reprinted everything again. So if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right. So, but yes, does Chris Pence I can't say his last name. Does he still make music? Does he still make videos? I know his grandma had passed away. I know his content was more geared to that, but would love to see him back making some more inspirational content. I enjoyed watching his stuff, definitely. What? Oh, you got in a fist fight in Costco over some toilet day. Those were the days. Those days were scary, man. I really can't really just. We really dissociate because we really went through a pandemic, y'all. Millions of people died. People still have long-standing COVID or something, whatever it's called. Anyways, Thank you. I've gone from building a small voiceover, like a voiceover VO. He said, that's pretty unfortunate. For some reason, it's been more difficult landing editorial playlists on Spotify, and then it was to, yeah, for sure. I literally used to get playlisted all the time, emails all the time. Hey, you got this playlist all the time. Now it's like, it's a rarity. And I don't take it personal because it's not just me. Everybody is experiencing like this downfall of streams because, like I said, we were at home, we're chilling. Even with like live streaming, like a lot of people are still on Twitch trying to stream to an audience that doesn't really exist anymore. Everyone is outside in the streets. So that era is not here anymore. It's gone. So it's just like the post-pandemic experience, which has kind of been like, the recession. People not really listening to music. With the recession, people aren't purchasing as much. So it's just like a trickle effect of everything, and it affects everything and everyone. A lot of people have been laid off. Tech has changed. There's AI. So it's a lot of adjustment, So, and then even with the music industry and the like movie industry, like even right now in LA, a lot of people are outsourcing. They're not even making movies here in LA. So it's a lot of stuff going on. So it's a huge shift. So I think it's important to not fully be stuck in one place, but to adapt and to try to understand what is going on and how you can be a part of it. So make sure that you're on top of using AI, because that's what's really going to help you kind of just step your game up. If you're, a solo entrepreneur, it helps me out a lot. But yeah, I'm just still kind of blown away by the 0.003 cents that we make every time you stream a song. That's wild. That's nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna be pushing more of like the Patreon, like having unreleased music or having music there first, and then having the ability to offer limited edition vinyl. But streaming is cool. Of course, I want y'all to continue to stream my music and other people's music, but it's important that we really shift gears moving forward, because the record labels they've destroyed this industry. They really have, and independent is really up to us to really kind of build it back up to what it was before, where people used to stand in line and go buy like they used to buy records, and it used to be an experience, and they used to see the artists and get them to sign, and those were the days, man. And it was just really sad to see like the Virgin Mobile store or the Virgin store in Times Square not exist anymore, which was like one of my favorite stores in Times Square. It was like stories, like it was like 4 stories of like just music, like CDs, vinyl, merchandise. Yeah. Anyways, 3 tenths of a cent. 3 tenths of the cent if you listen to my music. That's crazy. My setup is dope. Thank you so much, Alma. I appreciate that. Thank you. How soon should small artists make their own Patreon? I think everyone should make a Patreon. Now that it had taken me a while to really just accept that's where I need to go. I need to make a Patreon regardless if anybody supports or not. I just need to have an option for people that do want to support me, because there a lot of y'all show up all the time. You guys support me in so many ways, and I think it's important that I have an option for people to support me, because it is a lot having to deal with relying on other sources of income, whether it's like through someone had mentioned like, is sync licensing great, right? Sync licensing is amazing. So what sync licensing is basically if you own a song you may be able to license it to a TV show, movie, commercial, or maybe someone wants you to create something for their TV, and they license it for a fee to use it in a certain territory for a certain amount of time. These opportunities can be amazing because you could make $10,000 for one song that you're licensing, which means you still own it. They have the rights to use it in their TV show, and you just made a big fat check. But these opportunities don't come all the time. Like, it's very slim. They could be, you could have a whole streak of having a bunch of them one month, have 10 songs, have $100,000 one month, and the next month have nothing for the next 10 months. And then next year you may have one stuff. So like, I think it's important as an artist to have multiple sources of income, to not just rely on one thing. So that's why I'm always constantly not relying on one thing. You know, I make music with Epidemic Sound. That's a really good source of income for me. It's like a sense of it's sync, but it's not licensing. They own that music, so I still own my music. So it's important to understand what you can do with intellectual property. So if I make my own song, I can license it to any company and have an agreement, but sometimes they don't come, sometimes they do. You know, so I think it's important to, as an artist, start planting the seed, and maybe not have expectations that it's gonna grow immediately. Like, even a YouTube channel is a really good source of income, but it's not gonna happen overnight. I know there's people that that want to make a YouTube channel like me, but I've been doing this every day for years, and I think they want it to happen overnight and start getting those ad sync monthly payments right. That doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of passion, it takes a lot of consistency, and eventually it shows up. But once it does, it's really dope. So like, go ahead and start planting those seeds. Whether it's like, I want to eventually have this source of income for myself, go ahead and just start planning and start, you know. And even with the Patreon, for me, what makes it easy for me is that you guys have been seeing me make all these songs every day for the past month. These are real songs that I need to finish, right? So as I'm finishing it, I'm gonna put in a beat tape, but I have to finish the whole beat tape, right? It's gonna take a long time to get all those songs done, so I can get y'all to listen to the songs before they're released. So if you want to vibe out, have special access, that's a dope way for someone that really like, I really like this song, can't wait until whenever next year she drops this. And then like me already making content, you know, I already have an idea of making like a rhythm roulette. And so when I make my rhythm roulette videos, I have to take a bunch of stuff out of the video in order for it to work for YouTube because of copyright. So that's like, it makes me so excited to know like I can make a second version where y'all can watch the video the way that I intended for the audience to watch it, where you get to watch and listen to the whole sample and my reaction, and I have to chop it up. So like things like that, like it's like, for me it's easy. So I think it's important to already have content when you're creating a Patreon, so it's not like you're doing extra stuff. I'm already doing all this stuff. I'm just putting it in a place for others to be able to have access to it. And plus, I've had a Discord for a long time. I spent a lot of time. I had someone else help me. Sam actually helped me set it up, and so it's just like, I want to be able to use it, but I don't want to give everyone the link. So if you want to have access to this community, that's my way of like communicating with everybody and like seeing what's going on with y'all. And then additionally, I already have like one-to-ones every Wednesday where I talk to people that want to get mentoring. So having like a Zoom chat with multiple people and just giving people 10 minutes at a time just to talk about what they're going through, what they're working on, and how we can give feedback. Yeah, so for me, that's why I'm able to offer those things. I'm able to do things I'm kind of already doing. So I think if you're gonna create a Patreon, make sure that's just something that you can maintain and it's not overwhelming, because I don't want to add any more to my plate. I'm already gonna create a beat tape, but why not have y'all listen to the music ahead of time. I already have music that's scheduled for us the end of this month. But if you want to listen to it now and also support me, which is going to be way more than just listening to it at the end of this month, because it's just literally, think about it. Like, I drop a song, you may listen to it maybe once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. That's 0.009 cents. Sickening. We're done with it. We're gonna still use streaming. Don't get me wrong, we're still streaming. It's gonna be an afterthought now. It's not gonna be the top priority anymore. All right. And I want y'all to keep that in mind for the people that you love and support. Streaming is just not enough anymore. It was cool because we had stuff on playlists, but like I said, if they're gonna fire people, real people that make these playlists, then and then they have AI, and then the label, they own part of the streaming service. It's wild. It's wild work. It's a conglomerate. It's a monopoly. So, anyways, that's enough of that. We're gonna make some music. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, make sure y'all hit up my Patreon page. The link is on the side. $3 a month to get a shout out, Discord access. $6 a month for unreleased exclusive access to music, behind the scenes content. You get the download to Creative Flow, Discord access, Patreon shout out, and $12 for the exact same thing if you want to be a super supporter and have access to the monthly Zoom accountability chats. That's it. Let's get into this. So, been working on this song. I need to, where am I at in this song? Before I start this, I want to just say I'm going to do this new thing where I have this timer here. Got this timer here. I'm going to time myself at maybe 30 minutes at a time to just focus on music, and then I'll take 10 minutes to chat. So I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you, but I want you to know that this is my way of focusing, and then I'll take 10 minutes, just chat and take a little break, come back, keep doing that. So in the meantime, this song is something that I've been working on. I have some chops that I chopped up. I just need to figure out the arrangement, add some bass. I already have some drums and percussion stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Oh, unfortunately, Chris stopped making music, but he's been grinding on his podcast. That's what's up. And doing vlogs. That's what's up. Well, I'm glad to hear that he's doing well. Just reading the rest of y'all comments before I get zoned in. So I used to go to the Virgin store all the time. Found a lot of great artists from the listening station. Bro, those were the best. You could just go up and listen to music and just relax. Like, maybe one day they'll bring it something like that back. Alright, cool. Let's get into it. What's the matter? Now my dog's doing dog shit. What's the matter? Let's just listen what I got. listen to. I had to arrange the order, so I'm just gonna listen to these chops. Let me turn this off. My dog always doing dog shit. Go take a nap or something. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, I know what to do. Okay, hold on. Let me give it. This is what I'm gonna do this. This is a part of my when I'm here by myself at home and my dog is doing dog stuff. I put on some TV for my dog and she be watching, yo. She be really thinking that they be birds and shit in the house. I put bird TV. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, she be watching it. Yeah, that'll get her. That's gonna get her. She's heavily entertained right now. Now I'm gonna back to the SWV vibes. You say your pits love the TV, the dog TV app. Man, I didn't realize until like this week. I mean, of course I do things where I play music, but she really be watching these birds on this iPad. And I had downloaded some dog games, but I ain't used them yet, so that's gonna be next. Let me listen to this and see if what the arrangement should be. So it's like the main. Okay, got that. Kathy, how are you doing today? Appreciate you coming through. I'm just listening. I'm gonna take my time with this one. Stop. up, Gary? Sounds like Monica just one of those days. It's one of my, I love that song. So, what's that? I'm trying to figure out how to go back to this. Go back to this. Appreciate you, A major keys. This thing at the end. I need to get back to this section. I don't know if I did this. They're kind of the same. What if I just took this out? the arrangements. Let's listen. Make sure I know what key this is in. This joint, dance. What's up, Justin? How are you doing today? Appreciate you, Gary. I appreciate you. Been adding a lot of bongos, congos to the mix. So we have a E minor, which is a G major. I know my major is a little better than. Let's see if that's right. Baseline for this. Add the basics first, and we can add some cool stuff. So let's get rid of all this. I got this new little push out thing for my keyboard under my desk now. I'm so grateful. I don't have to do this. I can just loop this part. I didn't hear it. Oh, that's fine. Weird. Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it, SpongeBob. The puppy is asleep. sure that's a G major? Definitely is giving me SWV vibes. Whoever said that was very correct. Definitely giving me 90s 90s keys, 90s boom bap. It's like with R&B soul. I love that era of music. It's like, you know, the Mary J and the SWV and the Escape, all that stuff. I love it. Let me solo this. Let me make sure if we're in the same key. Find out. We are cool. Drop in the comments your favorite era of music, even if you have multiple favorites. Show some love. In the 90s, I was definitely a pop girly. I appreciate the boy bands and the girl bands and the positivity and the choreography and the bright colors. That's because I grew up in that era. So I think one of the best pop eras, the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s. And the funny part is a lot of the music that pop music in the late 90s, they were just trying to copy hip hop R&B. It was like a washed down version, and I just loved it. I was just loving the washed down. I didn't realize the Backstreet Boys were just imitating Boyz II Men, and I just ate it. I was just like, oh, you're the one for me, you're my ecstasy. Yes. I love that shit. Get down, and move it all around. They were talking, and then now when I listen to the lyrics, I'm like, this is so inappropriate. Get down, and move it all around. Baby, you're so fine. You blow my mind. Your lipstick tastes so sweet. The 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Hey. Alright, I like this little bass line. I'm gonna have to go back to these real quick. Kind of get that same groove. I like to. The Japanese R&B is great as well. Yes, J-pop, K-pop. They're killing it. They do really good at imitating American music, like really good. Unapologetically, they do it kind of better. I was like, whoa, what is this? I be listening to some K-pop. I don't know what the hell they saying, but it sounds so good. I be like, this is. Like, oh, girl, get it. I don't know what y'all talking about. bass. Get to slap the bass, man. Slapping that bass. Slapping the bass on the computer. Nothing like it. I have been, and let me tell you, I have been picking up my guitar lately. My hands hurt. I need to get some lessons on just how to hold the guitar correctly. Cause I'll be like, and I think my hand gave me a little carpal tunnel right before I got on here. So yeah, I don't like that. I'm a vouch for using the DAW. We're gonna use the DAW guitar. Let's see what it sounds like with the stamp. This alarm supposed to be going off. I forgot to turn the on. I forgot to turn the alarm sound on. All right. Oh, now it's going. All right, so take a little break. 10-minute break. You know. All right. Like I said, take a little 30-minute making music. Take a little break, talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Have a little balance. Kind of flowing through the bass. Got the gist of the vibe that I want. I may have to redo the first half, but we'll see. The song's definitely giving me SWV vibes. Definitely, the vibe of this project that I'm working on, definitely I'm trying to give like Valentine's lovey-dovey, you know, R&B, I guess, like R&B, hip-hop, neo-soul, Soulquarian, you know, D'Angelo, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, but it's giving SWV more of that side of that hip-hop side. Anyways, I love making music. Have y'all been making music this week? Have y'all been doing the Beattober thing? What's been going on? What projects are you working on? I first want to shout out that I already noticed some of y'all signed up for Patreon, so thank you so much. I'm excited. I'm excited to have some group meetings. I want to get to know y'all. I don't want to just know y'all's username. Like, you know, I know A Major Keys is a real person. Like, I want to see you. Like, I want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know what y'all working on. Because, like, honestly, I'm here in this room by myself, and I'm just talking to the screen. It's cool. It's great. You get to see me, and you get to see my stuff. But I want to be nosy, too. I want to be like, what you got going on over there, man? So I appreciate y'all signing up for the Patreon so we can have these monthly accountability chats. I'm excited to just get to know everyone and other people, to get to know other people, to kind of uplift everybody as well. Because I have one-to-one sessions with people, but I think it'd be doper to have other people included in the sessions, or to even like have a time for people to play their music and to really get feedback from people that value music and want to help others and stuff like that. So I'm excited. So anyways, I was listening to the other day, just thought it was Escape, but it was Japanese. What do you remember the name of the group of this Japanese Escape? I need to listen to this. This is it. This is what I want to talk about. Like, of course, my music's dope. I want to hear other people's dope stuff, and like Japanese R&B back in the 90s. Like, I've never heard of like an older Japanese R&B group at all. Definitely modern stuff. I think there's a lot of people making a lot of music now in Asia, but I would love to hear that. So if you know the Tahashi Kubota is a good Japanese R&B singer back in the 90s. All right, I'm gonna check them out. Your favorite year is the New Jack Swing. Yes, New Jack Swing was definitely a move. I think that birthed like honestly Pharrell and the whole movement with the Neptunes, with Teddy Riley moving to VA after his success, and wanting to get out of the city and go out somewhere else, and finding that there's a lot of talent outside of New York City. Hello. Some of the best talent is elsewhere. No disrespect to New York, but sometimes some of the best artists are in the middle of nowhere, and they just need resources. So shout outs to Teddy Riley. And you said like even Michael Jackson had a taste of that sound from Bobby Brown. Yep. Teddy Riley had produced some of Michael Jackson's music, which is fire. Michael Jackson has his own era of music, which is he's a great example because you can tell the production is very intentional. Even though he didn't produce, like he didn't play the music, he was really good at having a team of people helping him get a really great sound. And he was a real artist. So, and then shout outs to Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown is there's people in the industry that do believe Bobby Brown's one of the best singers, one of the best entertainers, best dancers. I definitely love watching Bobby Brown, especially the younger version of him, I guess, on the stage. Now these days it's kind of sad watching him perform, but he's still doing it. That was kind of cool to watch. But it's just like, all right, man. Back in the day, you the gumbo, was it Gumby, the hair, and just jumping around, just air humping everything. Just yeah, it was great. But he could sing. I've been trying to learn bass guitar lately so I can do my lines that way. Gonna be a minute exactly. I literally so one of the things that I've had to run into recently as a producer, working for or with a company as of like Epidemic Sound, I have the ability to use samples, but sometimes my music sounds too much like the original song, and I have to go back and figure it out. So I've had to do that recently. So, you know, although it can be very frustrating to not get your music approved, and that happens, and that's, you know, that's a part of the process. You can make stuff, but like it has to actually go through, like whether it's sync licensing, you know, if you get a brief, you could work on hours, days on a song, but they have to like the song in order for them to actually pay you. So and you can't really take it personal. It's, you know, it's an assignment. You have to you know, compromise and figure out how to make it work. So that's something I've ran into recently. And luckily with going to 1500 Sound Academy, they taught me to not be so attached to my music. I wasn't really attached to my music in the first place because I did the 30-day beat challenge a long time ago. And when you do the 30-day beat challenge, it allows you to just make and keep moving, right? So that's kind of how I make music. It's like I make it and I move forward, and I make, you know, I want to get better and I make better music. So and then, you know, being an alumni from 1500, they've also taught us to just get the bag, get the money, do what you need to do. It's not your music. If you're doing an assignment, just do what you got to do. So the other thing that popped in my head from the school that has helped me is that they taught us how to replay samples, essentially, like how to, the one biggest thing that they would come in the classroom. Rance Dobson, he's not a teacher, but he's one of the founders of the school. He would come around, randomly pop into the classroom and say, hey, who's ready to be tested on your scales? And I'm ready. I'm just like, I'm practicing my skills all the time. And but the reason why he would drill this in is, it's like, if you don't know your scales, you don't know music, you don't know how to maybe make chord progressions or make a whole song. Once you master your scales and your chords, and you understand like let's, for an example, if I get a sample and it's in the key of E, then I already know the scale. I know what chords to play. And let's say literally, and this is kind of how he works, is 1500 is a band, so they would have artists come in. they would do performances on the spot. The artist would tell them maybe the key of the song. They may listen to the song for like 10 seconds, and then the whole band would play the song without rehearsing. So this is how I see sampling. So like if I have a sample that I really like and I can't use it, or I need clearance or whatever, can I replay it? Can I figure out what instruments are in there? Can I pick up the guitar myself and play the chords and re-record? And that's exactly what I had to do this past week. So I had a whole song that I did. It was already finished, but then I had some feedback that I needed to go back and figure it out. So it's still in process, but I went back and I kind of just like, what, I'm gonna remove this sample, but what if I recreate it? So I picked up my guitar and like actually played the chords and found, this is this instrument, so I pulled it up and played it. So and it honestly, it pushes me to be a better musician. It pushes me to be a better music producer. There's a guy named Ken Lewis who basically helped produce The College Dropout and a lot of Kanye West's music. And with Kanye, he would create a whole song and then submit the music to the labels, and then they wouldn't accept the sample. So he had Ken recreate a lot of the samples that you hear in College Dropout. Some of the stuff aren't samples, it's really just recreations because they couldn't get the samples cleared, so they have interpolations. Yeah, so yeah, been working on that. I think I definitely would love to get a refreshing class on guitar, because I don't have a problem playing the guitar. I can figure out the keys and the notes, but it's really about, for me, how I'm holding it. And I remember getting feedback back in college about that I was holding my guitar wrong when I was playing it, and I didn't want to listen on how to properly. But ergonomics means a lot, so I want to go back and talk to someone to teach me. Like, am I supposed to hold it like this, like this, or like this, or like that? Because that's a make and breaking situation for me right now. So, but yeah. Yeah, it's weird just watching people in live streams. Yeah, it is weird. I want you to talk back to me. I want to hear your voice. So I've been trying to capture a soul vibe, but sometimes people aren't feeling it. Just do what makes you feel good. I think that's what matters. If you feel like you like it and you can listen to it every day, that's all that matters. Other people will gravitate towards it. Yes. Yeah, I got the nerd tag. Shouts to Pharrell. One thing I didn't like to hear this year about Pharrell is that apparently he tried to go get the copyright to the Neptunes without his partner. So now they don't have a relationship anymore. Like, him and Chad don't even talk anymore, which is really sad. But it's really like, wait, you went to try to go I get the movie was coming out. You probably need to copyright the name Neptunes or renew it, but he should have definitely had his partner a part of it, or Chad to be involved, or split it halfway, because that's definitely their name. It's not just Pharrell's name. So, anyways, Hall and Oates, they suing each other. Who else got beef that used to be close? So Pharrell and Chad are suing each other, or they may have sued each other. Hall and Oates, and then who else? There's someone else this year. I was just like, wait a minute. It'll come to me later. But yeah, I think that's wickety whack. Whack. Why are they in a lawsuit, Pharrell and Chad? It's obvious that they both deserve the name together. Why are you trying to take the name with it? That's shady. Right? Murphy Lee and Nelly, they beefing too? There's somebody else that was beefing. I had made a post. I'm like, all these, T and Tamara. People be like, I don't know why T and Tamara, they ain't cool anymore. They twins. But like, bro, they siblings though, and they used to work together, so they probably hate each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yeah, everybody's suing each other. Like Hall & Oates, like we got one of the Holland, like one of is either I think it's Oaks. He trying to sell his masters, which is his right, because he owns half of his masters. So if he wants to sell and get money, which is what a lot of people do when they get in an older age, they're done performing, they're done recording. They don't really have a relationship with their teammate, and they want to retire. They want that millions of $300 million to sell your masters, your share of your masters. Would you do it? Yes. Like, I'm not, you know. So, and I think the other guys like, you can't do that. It's like, really, bro? Like, that's my half. So it's just interesting how people seem entitled after years of working together. Yeah, it is. Oh, thank you, Q Bello. I appreciate you signing up for my Patreon. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single person. I'm gonna make sure I put a shout out every single show moving forward. I'm gonna have to find a system to shout everyone out. Cause like I said, it's still blowing my mind that one stream is a third of a cent. A third of a cent, not even 1 penny. Okay. Oh, my alarm supposed to go off. Did it go? Listen. Anyways. I'm sure they are shooting it for a show. Do you what is your priority tool these days for production in PC Live 2? Do you still use Machine? So Adrian, I appreciate the question. My production just varies depending on what I'm working on. So for an example, this is an Epidemic Sound song that I'm working on. I have assignments that I have to do, so you guys are getting a sneak peek of me creating these songs. So with those songs, I have some limitations, meaning that there's certain things I can't use, there's certain things I can't do. So what I do, I like to just keep it on Ableton and chop using like Serato, and I use a lot of one-shots, I use a lot of VSTs, so if I need to go back to correct certain things. When it comes to like my music that I release independently, it just is a completely different process. So I have more freedom to kind of have like more mistakes and record things and kind of commit to it. Where like for an example, I like the song that I'm working on right now. We worked on it last week, right? And I used the ASR 10 to chop up the sample. But then I got feedback that I have to change the song. So that means I would have to go back to redo the whole process with the ASR 10, which is like a whole, I don't want to go through that. I should have never done that. I should have just did it in Serato. I learned my lesson. So that's my process doing like assignments. If I'm doing like sync licensing things, or if it's something where I may have to do revisions, you know, I'm going to try to do it through Ableton via MIDI. I have the push. It's cool. I don't really use it too much. I have it mainly for automation. As far as the machine, I think they did confirm that there's going to be a new software update next month. Very excited about that. Don't know what's going to be on it other than what they said in that forum thing. We had looked into it last week. There's a community post on the Native Instruments website, and they said they're gonna have stem separation. This thing is late. This thing, but I don't know if it's going to be as good as Ableton. I don't think I'll be able to, personally, I don't think I'll be taking my workflow backwards to Machine. So, but I will be doing videos on it. I will be updating the course, have a course on the Machine. So, you know, so if there's like a list of new features, I'll probably break down those features in the video to update the course. But I don't know what's gonna be a part of it, if it's gonna be enough for me to go backwards. They really would need to make sure that their software is like a DAW, like it's just as intuitive as recording audio and literally doing the same stuff. So we hope it should be a huge update. And then like when it comes to like my MPs, my samplers and stuff, I just choose whatever, I feel like. Woo. I like to do themed projects, like Microwave Beats is mainly on the MPC. You know, I have a lot of synthesizers, so I'll use those and kind of just go crazy with those things. So it just depends. So, but mainly if it's like my own project, I can have fun. I can do whatever. I use samples, use different samplers, synths and stuff. So yeah, everything has different intentions and why I do things. So, but that's what I do. What about you? What process do you use? What's your production process, Adrian? I want to hear it. We want to know. I don't have the MPC 3 yet. I keep saying I'm gonna update it, but I keep getting assignments, so I don't want to rush into things. I never want to rush into new software, new hardware. Even like I think I got some type of thing. I don't even talk about it. Let me shut up. But like I said, I don't want to rush into things. Like there's no rush for me. Why am I rushing to use the software when I literally have beats on these MPCs? If I update it and I don't know how to use it, I'm wasting my time. I want to complete what I've already started. So a lot of the beats that you guys been hearing for Beattober are old beats that I made here on this live stream, and I have to finish them. I have to upload them to Ableton, and then add some other stuff and mix and master it right. I don't want to update these until they're fully into my computer, because I don't want to get overwhelmed and be like, oh my gosh. Because I've heard people open up old projects and they don't play in the the new software. But I don't know. Nor do I really. I'm not in a rush, and it's in beta. I do not like beta stuff. I've had the worst experience with beta stuff. I don't like it. I am not a guinea pig. I do not care to be the first. I don't care. I used to work for Apple, y'all. The first people there used to be people waiting in line for the first batches of iPhones, which are literally bricks. Like everyone knows, don't get the first iPhones. You want to wait. You want to wait a couple of months. You want to wait until like 3 or 6 months. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get the first one. If you know, you know. But yeah, I don't. I'm not rushing into things. I even was supposed to, not really supposed to. I was going to make a video on the move, like the Ableton move, but I don't even have it. Nor do I. I've only used it for literally a couple of seconds. Why would I make a video on something that I use for 2 seconds? Like, my opinion is the same as everyone. It looks dope. Like, it's cool. But I don't know if it's going to work for me unless I actually get it in my hands and use it as a real person and take it around and see if I really would like to use it before I tell y'all to go purchase it, right? So that's just how I operate. I just take my time. It'll come when it's time. But I definitely will be updating. I'm very excited. I'm grateful that they're listening. There's a lot of stuff happening. We got Machine doing updates. We got MPC, Ableton doing stuff. I don't use FL, but I'm hearing that they're doing cool stuff. It's a good time to be alive, be a music producer. So good problems to have, you know what I'm saying? And gotta cut some line to see some money, more money than that. You got Project in Adobe Atmos, so and that's a whole nother thing too. Like, I know how to use Dolby Atmos. I use the 360 Sony's technology. The thing about that is that it's $26 per track on DistroKid. So let's say we make if I make a beat tape and it's got 32 really quick microwave beats, that's $832. And listen, when I make vinyl, I have to master it differently as well. So it's like there's a lot of steps. The Adobe Atmos thing, I think for me, I would need it. I personally, if I'm gonna do Adobe Atmos releases, I would probably want to figure out maybe a different situation as far as getting it distributed, because $26 per track is a lot. Can add up, but it's an option on DistroKid. You have the option of uploading your music as a Adobe Atmos track, and I think it's very important to move forward and consider doing that. So definitely on my radar. So really cool software. In my studio, I'm in Studio One mostly. Start with piano scratch, then I take it from there. Nice. Heard a lot of cool things about Studio One. Still haven't used that myself. Do you have any advice on to learn? Wait, do you have any advice how to learn headphones for beat making? I can't get used to it. Everything sounds differently after I take them off. Spatially hearing, so different. I don't know what headphones do you use. These Sony MV1s, what's it? MDR MV1s are really good. They're my favorite. These headphones I have on my head sound like I have speakers playing. Like every time I play the bass, I feel like the speakers are in my apartment are playing. So it really sounds like, and it does 360 or Adobe spatial audio. So if I'm mixing in 360, I can hear it, and it literally sounds like if I was in a studio with the 17 speakers. These are the best headphones. That's my advice. I don't other ones I haven't even worn since I put these on. These are the best. I've been in Ableton Head for 10 years, but I'm only doing electronic music. Still, I'm doing boom bap, my first love, an MPC style device. Nice. Well, thanks for sharing that, Adrian. Has anyone in the chat checked out the Move or interested, or since you're an Ableton user, Adrian, have you considered checking out the Move by Ableton? It's their new latest device. We got Germany in the house. It's nighttime over there. What time is it over there? Is it a full moon over there? Is it the same moon? I like to ask weird questions. Is the world flat? Do you see? Is the sun sunning over there? Supreme didn't like the MPC3. It messed up the songs he had. Exactly. I am not going to just update my software pretending that a software update is not going to change the software. I just learned this MPC2 software, right? It took me years to wrap my head around this stuff. Cause at first I'm like, this is backwards, but now I'm like, okay, I get it. I know how to. And then if you put a new sleek version and it's different, I'm gonna be struggling. I don't. Sometimes people have a lot of time on their hands to do like conversion from their project or to get it to work. I don't want to do that. I just want it to work the way I know how it works. So that's what I'm doing now. And additionally, I'm going to be making a course starting next month on the MPCs, probably starting with the MPC Live 2. I'm not going to just start off with MPC 3. We're not doing that. Everybody's not going to start off wanting to have the new software. I'm going to make sure that the people that open up their MPC and they want to use the older software, if they do update the newest one, they want to go backwards, so they have options. I'm going to have both MPC 2.0, 2.15, and then 3.0 options for the course. So that's really the main reason why I haven't updated yet as well. So there's no rush for me. And then I don't want to make a course on the MPC 3 using beta, because I promise you they're gonna come out with a new update that has nothing to do with what's already out right now. They're gonna be like, oh, we changed everything, so all those videos you made look irrelevant. So I'm in no rush. No rush. Yeah, let me get the link to the headphones. Hang tight. I feel like I got it right here. Sony. Is it MD? Here it is. Look into it real quick. But these headphones, like, I'm not even kidding. I had made a video about it. Not like a... Did I make a video? Yeah, I made a video about it. If you guys go to my YouTube channel and search for... what's it called? It's one of my latest videos within the last year. It's like a video of me going to Sony, and there's a clip of me putting the headphones on for the first time and being blown away. Like, I'm just like, wait, did y'all turn the speakers off? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, these are crazy. And I made a video called Check It Out. Like a 1 minute quick teaser explaining like how you can mix with these headphones in 360. Sony MDV M. They got the weirdest names too. MDR NV1. Yeah. Those are the best headphones. They're so good. They're only like, I think $3.99. So good. Sony does it very well. They do it very well. So I got the Behringer Dynamics. Quality is very nice. I think I had that before. Those are the headphones before. I think I'm looking at them right now. They're really good. They just Sony blows. Sony is amazing. But I think everyone has their own preference. I think it's important for you to figure out what works best for you. The other best headphones I have ever put on my head were by Austrian Audio. I went to NAMM last year, and they had these $10,000 headphones called the Composer, and they're so good. And then the mess up part was they had me try that on first, and then they were like, well, we have these other headphones, they're like $200, and then I put them on and it just sound like plastic. And I'm just like, bro, those over there, that right there, that's. So yeah, go to NAMM, go to like conferences when you can. If you're in Europe, I think they have one out there where you can, you can test out these gears, ask some questions, get the best solution direct from the people that are producing the products, you know. That's where I got to see a lot of my homies from. That's where I met Sony, the people at Sony. I went to a Sony booth. Stevie Wonder was there. I walked up to the booth looking, you know, hanging out with Stevie Wonder, and then one of the product specialists recognized me from my YouTube channel. And ever since, I had been to the Sony lot, to their office, like, I don't know, like 6 times. Had 2 tours there. Took my mom there like a few months ago. Went into the John Williams studio. Just because I went to NAMM, y'all. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, go to NAMM and like check out the gear. I'm excited for this year. I'm gonna really try to make it at least 2 or 3 days. Like, you know, because sometimes I just go for 1 day and then I get too overwhelmed and I didn't see everything that I wanted to see. I need to genuinely plan out the whole weekend. I have a whole day. I'm going to just one floor, not just trying to do everything all at once. You know what I'm saying? It's very overwhelming, but it's so dope. I've never tried the Sony MD. Have I tried the Sony? I don't know. All the Sony ones are great. That's all I got to say. All the Sony headphones are great. They're lightweight. They sound good. They're not too flashy. It's a headphone. Got that full moon energy. That's what's up. The MPC workflow is weird. It took me a long time to wrap my head around the MPC. I think it's important to, you know, take your time, but that's why I didn't want to update to the 3.0 yet. I know it's gonna be great, but yeah. Charlie said, I'm definitely not going MPC 3.0 exactly. I'm aware of the community. There's people that are cool with the workflow, or they don't want the update, may not be for them. And just like someone said, Premiere, DJ Premiere didn't like it because their projects didn't open. And I heard that. I saw someone, they updated, they couldn't even hit play, and they had to like rearrange it for it to work properly because it's a different workflow. So no rush, but I'm excited they have updates. And even when Machine comes out, it's like I would love to know as much as possible and tell as much as possible, but I'm gonna take my time with sharing the knowledge. There's no point of me rushing to make a bunch of videos and trying to be the first person. There's always gonna be someone making videos, but it's important for me to make sure I understand what I'm talking about. So I'm excited for the new stuff. And then they all want to come out all at the same time. It's great. Without any warning. Hey, we got a new thing coming out next week. You knew that you were coming out with something last year around this time. Anyways. Funny enough, I haven't checked out Ableton's Move. I'm having an Akai MPD32. But I didn't manage to fix the latency. It's very bad. What would you choose if you would have to stick to only one device? I don't do limitations, homie. I don't. It's the DAW, the computer's DAW is the most important thing in the keyboard. That's all I really need. You don't need to have an MPC. You don't need the Move. You don't need the Push. You don't need, I mean, you need the machine if you're using the machine software, because it's that's what comes with it. But you don't need anything other than your keyboard, your computer, and good software. Like, I had to be remote one day, make music away from my office, my studio. I don't need all this stuff. I really just need my little MIDI keyboard and my Ableton, and I can make some dope stuff. But if I feel like I need the Push in order to use Ableton, in order to do really dope automations. Of course, I can use another MIDI keyboard, but it's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't like to MIDI map. I rather just know that it's already there and hit a knob and boom, boom, boom. The MP is great. If I had to spend my money on like a beat machine, I would get the MP, the MPC Live 2. Someone asked me if I've been using the ASR 10. Yes, like I said, I used it in the song that we made last week. But like I said, using the ASR 10 or any sampler during like an assignment for sync is really like tricky for me, because like sometimes I may have to go back and that's a whole headache. So I'm very intentional with everything I do. Like I said, I have music that haven't finished that's on the MP. I have to finish those songs that's going to be on the next Microwave Beats. Once those songs are done, then I like to make project-based projects, or gear-based projects. So the next project will probably be samples coming from the ASR 10 and sounding very, nostalgic, like, Kanye West, Timberland, all the Jake One sounding, high-pitched stuff. So that would be its own project. So that would be like a focus situation. But I'm not there yet because I have to finish what I've started with the beats that I've made. I don't want to start something new. So I'm grateful that I have my own ASR 10, because like I said before, I was borrowing someone else's, and now I know that I have my own. So whenever the time comes, I'm gonna have a gear focused time with the ASR 10 and really be like on it. And even I have put this MIDI keyboard in front of me, and now everything that's here on the side will be either a synthesizer or the ASR 10. So right now I have this Astrolab, the Keylab, and then I have this Mini Moog XL. That's because I know I need these things like immediately. If I had the ASR 10 here, it would kind of just be sitting there. So it's right there. Anyways, the MPC is probably going to be more intuitive, which sucks for folks who learned the OG workflow because it's so archaic. I think it's everything is just going to be worth trying to wrap your head around. Like, even with these new devices, even though they're probably user friendly, it just takes some time to understand, what am I looking at and how do I make an actual song? I can hit some buttons and fiddle around, but like, how do I make an actual song? Like with the Move, no one's really making dope beats yet because no one really has figured it out. Like, let's be 1000% honest. The people that are making dope beats on the Move had the Move for a long time. But everyone that just got it the last week, nobody's songs are good at all. I've been waiting. I'm going on all the... This is pretty basic. Oh, okay, I don't know. This is, But I think after a while, people are going to understand it and make really dope bankers. Because I have heard dope stuff, like I said, but it's been on like demonstrations on people that have probably had it for longer than 1 week. What's up, Record Crates? We got the homie Record Crate, y'all. If y'all don't know, do y'all remember the Rhythm Roulette episode of Ninth Wonder in North Carolina? That's the record store. That's Record Crate. That's the record store. There in the comments right now. Shouts to Record Crate. Legendary place to get vinyl in Raleigh, North Carolina. What materials are the MV1 earpads made of? I noticed that Sony makes good headphones, but the earpads tend to break down fast. I don't know, but they're good. They're soft. I like it. It's not like there's some other brands that suck where they're like peeling apart. These aren't like that at all, but I've only, I've had them for probably less than a year. So, so I disagree. I am an MPC guy through and through. does it knock the ASR. The ASR is amazing. Sounds amazing. Especially the one that I had. The one that I just acquired, I guess, may have been sitting in a storage unit for years and no one was really using it, but it's in great condition. And I got it for only $850. And if you know, you know. ASR 10s are going for like $2,000, $3,000 on eBay. And even the one that I was borrowing had a lot of weird issues. It would shut off. I made a video about it and people were like, why is your, you know, I would explain I couldn't make a beat on it because it would just shut off after a couple of seconds. And I haven't had that problem with this new one, and I got a bunch of floppy disks that it came with. So there's gonna be a moment, you know, like a winter month where I'm just gonna be making ASR 10 beats and really wrapping my head around it. The only thing that I really want to figure out in the downfall is that it only has a certain amount of memory in it, which means there's only a small time that I can sample. I can upgrade the memory, but I would need to have the right equipment. I used to fix computers. In order to open an electronic, you would need to be grounded, and I'm surrounded by carpet, y'all. I don't want to open it up and ruin it. I may have to figure out where I can get the memory replaced in a safe space, so I can upgrade it to have more sampling time. I think I also can add some other disc or something to the back of it to extend the memory. So I have to spend some time with it. But it sounds freaking, I mean, like, I think the ASR 10 is probably the best sampler ever. And then additionally, I think it has like 90 sound effects, different effects, kind of like the ASR or on the SP404. So yeah, I have the manuals and it came with manuals. It's on my list. I got a long list, y'all. It's getting done though. I love it. I spent more than 10 minutes talking to y'all. I'm supposed to spend 30 minutes working, 10 minutes talking. But that's my fault. That's on me. Love the Rhythm Roulette series. Well, hopefully we're gonna have a new one soon. Well, I mean, not from Mass Appeal. You know how I do my own. I may make a Rhythm Roulette soon, so stay tuned for that. Is that the same store that Ninth Wonder went for Rhythm Roulette feature? Yes, that's what I just said. That's the store. That's the store where he goes and finds the country artists, and then you know, and then he goes to his art. He goes into his stew, and and it's like the most famous Rhythm Roulette episode. Record Crate said, if you happen to visit in the area in the next few weeks, please stop by and thanks for the kind words. Of course. I don't have intentions of coming there anytime soon, but probably in March maybe. So you know I'm gonna stop by. Do you still have your, I think it's a $3 box or penny boxes? Because back in the day, the Record Crate used to sell these vinyl boxes with vinyl, like the whole box would be $3 and it'd be like 50 vinyl. And I made a beat tape, my first ever beat tape with that collection of vinyl, and there's some good stuff in there. Those were the days. Yeah, $800 for an ASR 10 I know, and it's in good condition. And the thing is, the guy, I guess he was just buying storage units, and he's not a musician, but he said he got it tested and it was working. So he did at first offer, you know, over $1,000 for the ASR 10, but I had negotiated. I said, hey, since you're not a producer, and you know, even though you got this tested, and we need to make a deal, because, you know, based off my experience with this other ASR 10, it shuts off after a few seconds, but that's because you're using it. If you're not a producer and you're not using it, you're just turning it on, you may think that it's working, but does it work after, you know, you actually doing a few things? So And of course he couldn't answer that, so we negotiated down to $850 and he accepted it, and I got it. And it came with a case, it came with a power cable, it came with the manuals and the floppy disk. You don't know how I be manifesting stuff, y'all. This is I can't make this stuff up. I'm so grateful. Very, very grateful. And it looks like it's brand new. There's like some little scratches on the front of it, but I took a Sharpie and now it looks brand new, bro. It looks brand new. I had told my mom, as if she knows what the hell I'm talking about. Mom, look at this keyboard. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, no, this keyboard here. This keyboard. They don't make it anymore. She's like, yeah. I'm like, I got it for $850. She's like, that's a lot. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm telling you, it's just like, it's anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. Mystery boxes. Yep. $3.33 per box. They are fun. Oh my gosh. So Record Crate, they still do $3.33 mystery box. So if you're looking for vinyl to just chop up, get some experience, that's what I was doing. That's how I started. Record Crate, they have a mystery box for $3. You can't pass that up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rhythm Roulette is when I started watching. Exactly. I had finessed the system by first, like, I was like, I'm not waiting for Mass Appeal to hit me up to do a Rhythm Roulette. They don't have any women on their show. They have one woman. They have Wonder Girl? One person. One. I'm not waiting for them to hit me up. So I'm gonna make my own and call it Ass Appeal. And trick everyone. The thumbnail's gonna look just like Mass Appeal's, but it's gonna say Ass Appeal. Gotcha. And now we're friends. We're best friends. We're hanging out, you know. And then, like, those videos back in the day were so good. And I don't know if it's because copyright stuff. I don't think so. I just think that, I don't know. The videos, the beat making videos were a lot better back in the day. So I understand that. That's why I'm going to be making a Rhythm Roulette soon. I already kind of recorded half of it, but I have to actually make the beat and actually listen to the vinyl and stuff. I went to the record store. I picked out some stuff blindfolded. I have not listened to the records yet, but that's the next step. But those type of videos are so fun. But yeah, I can go on all day about that stuff. So the Record Crate is in Raleigh. It's downtown Raleigh. Check it out. Hook them up. Dope place to get some records. Also, do you follow a football club in London? Do I follow a football club in London? I don't know. You say you can also mod the floppy disk to USB. Yeah. Yes, I definitely seen that as well. My biggest thing is just having space to sample. I don't have a problem with putting things on my computer afterwards. I don't want to really save things on a floppy disk. I mean, I can, which is dope. So anyways, Barry Beats knocked off. Oh yeah, Barry Beats is like, you know, when you see people that don't belong in a situation, it always gets more attention. So you have a pretty basic white man doing Rhythm Roulette. That's amazing to watch. You're just like, wait, who is this guy? Does he even know hip hop? And he's like making fire ass beats. So shout outs to Barry Beats. I discovered a lot of producers through that show. So I hope Mass Appeal still continues to do that. And but it just seems like they haven't done it in a long time. So Sarah, I've been following you for a few years. Always love your good vibes. Thank you so much, Joel. I appreciate you. I'm gonna continue working on this beat. I got 30 minutes on my timer. I'm gonna focus in. Feel free to drop emojis and chat amongst yourself. I'll be back in 30 minutes so we could chat together. Let's see. Uh-oh. Lucy, Lucy, come here. Where'd you get that from? Come here. Come here. Hey, baby. Right. Oh my gosh. You wanna watch your TV? Let me put my dog TV on because you know I know, girl. She's like, I'm a grown dog. I'm ready to play. You okay? Look, listen. You wanna watch Kevin Hart? Come here. Look at her. Look at her. Watching TV. Look. Look at her. Look at her on the floor watching TV. Now she's done. Yeah, girl. Anyways. I'll play this bass line. Appreciate that record crate. Such a great person. She's a great person. It's always a joy when she would dig at the crates. I used to go there all the time. Made a lot of videos there here on my YouTube channel, so definitely probably the first couple of videos you check out is at the record crate. A huge long-time supporter of this Illstrumentalist here. No. Oh my gosh. I'm about to come back to that. Loop this one. Shout out to public school and them programming with those random songs. You're a grand old flag, you're a high flying flag. I don't know where that shit came from, out of nowhere. Public school shit. You're a grand old flag, you're a high flying flag. This some American shit. I don't like it. Everybody that live outside of America, I don't know if they do that to y'all, but they be programming as in the school. I pledge of allegiance. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado. They had us singing all types of weird shit. They had us in DARE programs telling us to not do drugs. And I don't know what was going on in the 90s, bitch. They had us we were pledging to a flag every day. Talking about weird shit. And then I finally went to African American history class, and then he taught us African American Pledge of Allegiance. Changed the game. You're a grand old flag. You're a high flying flag. Just propaganda. You're a grand old flag. They're gonna have this in their head forever. What's another one? standing up and do it every day. You get in trouble if you ain't standing up with your hand over your heart, staring at that flag every morning, first period. We did that every day for 12 years. That's crazy, y'all. Crazy. And then they want to ban it at the last minute. I think it's, I don't know. Brown. Is that a sample? Are you it's a sample. It was like a jazz sample that I chopped up very very deliciously. If you know, you know, it's just random. So trying to kind of make sure my music doesn't sound like the original sample as possible. You know. You know. You know. like an A. Like an A, right? That's how I know my notes. I'm sure I'll come back to these basses, but let's listen to what we have so far. And then we can add other stuff to it. Definitely add some other stuff. You know. Sample it down here. That was, but it was something. Nice. All right. Yeah. Yeah. The chord bot, y'all. Making an appearance. JK said, what's that? This is called the chord bot. It can do chords. It can do arpeggio. This is before I knew how to play the keys. This gives you chords. It's pretty dope. It's by Isla, ISLA. It's called Chord Bot with the K. I made a video on that a long time ago. Peace, Joel. Have a good rest of your weekend. I appreciate you coming through. We'll see you later. But yeah, you can do arpeggiated stuff. So I have it. Basically, it's like a MIDI controller that allows you to play either chords or arpeggiated stuff. So if I take it off arpeggiated, I have like a E minor 9. For this one, let's see. Pull up a different instrument for an example. It's got this melodic. The chords and stuff. Or you can put it on art. Pretty cool. Add little, I like to call it sprinkles. So that's why I did here with the little. Can't see it. E minor. Listen to this a few times. Something like that. The last thing I do is add a layer of bass, but I think I can move forward and probably add some other elements. Let's grab this. Just delete all of that. Just gonna just play and just play around. Flute sound. Cute. It's cute. It's giving cuteness. Make something with it. Add some layers. wasn't recording. Sorry, Kaji motherfucker. Mother. Oh, you know what else is really random that pops up in my head every now and then? Is those infomercials from the 90s. They used to do like compilation albums and shit. Still stuck in my head. I got this one Native American one that's been playing in my head for 30 years. Go. Do y'all know that song? Somebody in the chat know that shit. Those Body and Soul compilation albums. They did a good job in program. They did a good job programming my ass back in the day. Very programmed. And then they have the little Save a Child from Africa with the fly on their eye and shit. You can adopt a child for 7 cents a day. For only 7 cents an hour. Get yourself an African baby. Get yourself an African baby. You won't even know what's going on, but you can pay us. Hiya, 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 hiya. In the sky. Some shit like that, you know? They listen. We gonna be in history books for some type of Tuskegee experiment. Ain't lying. Yeah, they come on late at night. They program you while you sleeping. You keep the TV on. I get it. Oh, maybe I should. Okay. How can I? My dog ain't nothing here, so. Delay on it. Let me see. Let me do one last thing before I have to re-record it. I feel like what's that tool? What's that Ableton tool? Command Alt F. Oops. Command F. That's not it. Oh my gosh. That's not it. Option Command F. Should be able to like get the fading tool, right? Okay, Option Command F. Is it Option Control or Command Option Control F? Oh Lord, I'll figure this out later. But let me re-record it real quick. Maybe I should. Damn song stuck in my head. We're gonna have to listen to some compilation stuff. Oh yeah, the psychic readings are crazy, Miss Cleo. Call him in now. In the 90s were some listen. They had us. They it was a good time for they knew how to get us. They knew that we were gonna be home by ourselves after school because parents were at home at work or something like that, right? And then we just watched TV all day. That was just all. Was our entertainment. They programmed the hell. The day I found out the commercials were just selling us stuff, I was tripping. I was like, what? Every commercial is what? I'm thinking it's for our entertainment. I'm like, they're selling everything as an ad. Well, at least back in the day, they were pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta find an infomercial with the Native Americans though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo. I'm trying to do the most. Let me just re-record this because I don't like the delay that was on this key, but I had turned it off, so I'm gonna have to. Right. Okay, whatever. A bit of a latency. All right. This alarm ain't working. This shit, it'll work like 10 minutes later. But like beep beep beep, bitch. I said, trying to be productive. I gotta get a new alarm. This old school one ain't working. I'm back. The Bop It commercial. Bop It, pull it. All the weird shit that we look back now, we're just like, what the hell? What they were just doing whatever in the 90s, babe. But I need to find that commercial. I would hate to play it and then I get copyright strike, but let me just go to, we can do reactions, right? It's like, I know the entire, it's like, turn to, it's kind of go, sail away, bitch. They got the whole compilation in my head. It's fucked up. I don't know any of these artists. Native American compilation CD commercial. They don't do that shit anymore. Hold on, let me see. Pure gold, pure muse, pure. Hold on. It's it. I found it.
Slowly, a world where music carries you away. Experience pure mood.
It's been 30 minutes, 30 years.
Back for your way of life.
I'm doing it. I'm doing this so copyright strike. So.
Direction has won the hearts of millions. Set adrift with the timeless pleasures of tubular bells.
Tubular bells.
Or take a trip into the unknown with the X-Files theme.
Oh shit, I can't play the whole thing because, you know.
Pure moods.
Pure mood. I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy it, bro. I'm about to look at the I love it. I love the blue background. I'm about to make ads like this, y'all. I'm about to do compilation beat tapes. Make sure you get microwave beats. Beep, 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 beep. Like, oh, I don't know why I remember this. Why I remember her music so well. I told y'all. Sail away, sail away. This is some bullshit. But I fulfilled. My brain has been fulfilled. It's like, I know it exists. It's just been stored in the back of my cranium since 1995. Hanging out in my grandma's house, smells like cigarettes, and this commercial comes on. Good times. I'm gonna need that. Hold on, let me go on my phone and add it to my library. Let me see, because I'm gonna be listening to some pure mute. Yep. Pure mutes. Yeah, I'm about to hit up this sail away. Anyways, if you're American, you know. If you're not, just know that back in the 90s, I don't know how it is in different countries, but we were raised off television, and I literally can remember movies, TV shows, like word for word, scene for scene. I mean, I can play The Lion King in my head from the beginning. It was, and then, yeah, like in my head, crazy, random. But I had to. This is what's going on in my head. This is part of my world, you know. Sell you a whole box set. Hey, I would love to see someone have their collection of Infomercial Unlimited Ultimate Love Song Collection situation at the crib. Oh, that fulfilled my my old soul. Yeah. Lion King is my favorite movie. I'll watch it anytime. It's sad, bro. Sad movie. A lot of these Disney movies aren't for kids. You got to be ready. Even like the Inside Out stuff, that's not for kids. That's for adults. They made that for adults. You know what I'm saying? What if I keep going with this instrument to see if I can continue to add to the other parts. Let's get into it. Where's my thing? Like the last part. No. What if I just did? Da-da-da-da. make sure we save the name of these patches. Pad. This one's on track 5. Track 5. Track 5. Please, thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Mixer. Where am I? Astro Lab. This one's going to be number. Thanks, A Major Keys. I appreciate the good vibes. go. Something like that. Let me write down the patch. I need to come back. This was lead, jazz fusion lead. Excuse me. Jazz fusion. What's up, L Turner? How you been? How you been doing? How's your Friday? How's your week? You know, just making some quick beats. Somebody asked me in the comments, where do I get my samples from? Just depends. This is an Epidemic Sound record that I'm producing. Most 9 times out of 10, I'm referencing another sample from their library. So that's what this is. It's like a jazz record. I can always also play it a little later, but the samples that I've been using for Beattober have been coming from the Sample Lab. There's a lot of great places to get samples: Polyphonic, Tracklib, No Quantize. We have Melodic Mirage. We have Dusty Drums. I'm gonna be coming out with like Dusty Drums has percussion sounds and drum sounds. I may want to have just a regular percussion sound pack. Anyways, who else? Yeah. Re-record that, but let me see. Just adding layers. Add that here. Chicken. Usually. strings. Always need some strings. Let's see what we got. Just chill, like a R&B, so like neo soul, boom bap, 90s, early 90s vibe. Got the percussions, the add some more accents. Add some more layers. Mix everything together. What's up, the homie 773? It's like definitely like a chill vibe song you're just gonna listen to on a ride out. Let's vibe out. Make you feel relaxed. I think I may just revert back to the original sample. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. Just do an outro. I'll take the bass from All right, I will save it. Uh, you know, I think this is good for this session. I think what I'm gonna do is continue to add some layers, maybe rearrange the order to make sure it just flows pretty good. Of course, mix it and make it sound a little bit larger. I definitely want to add some more like if it's going, I want to have some things in between to kind of make give it some accent, some sprinkles. You know, I got my arpeggiator, I got my keys, so I just like to add little layers of funness, you know. So it's coming together. I'm very grateful. Let me just save it. What is the matter? Shake it off. Shake it off. Yeah. We have a puppy that's grumpy. A grumpy puppy. Hey, you grumpy? Hey, baby. What's the matter? She needs to go watch this. You want to go outside and take a walk? Yeah, you want to take a walk? You ready to go outside? You need to take a dookums? Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. This dog needs a walk. It needs a good walk. It needs some sniffings. You know? Look at this cuteness. Look at this cuteness. Hi, cutie. Does your dog look like does your dog look like you? My dog looks like me. We're both brown, curly, long-faced. You know what I'm saying? I was cooking up some like neo soul, soulful, boom bap, 90s groove. Kind of took like a jazz record. Let's see what the name of this jazz record is. Called Ribbons. This is what it sounds like. So it's like a cool, it's like one of those 80s jazz. It's not like a 20s jazz. It's like elevator jazz. So I just took the chords of that song. As you can see, it sounds completely different. So I want to make sure I'm more intentional with making sure it sounds completely different from the original sample and making it like my own song. So it had a lot of space in between each chord, so it was nice to be able to manipulate it, chop it up, put in my own BPM and do that. So that's what we're cooking up. I just had to make it work together. So it's in progress still. So yeah, that's what I was cooking up. Feel good this week. Was definitely had some producer struggles, like I had mentioned before. As a producer, sometimes you get assignments and you have to get them approved, and sometimes they don't, and you have to redo them, and you got to move forward. And I pushed through a lot of my own limitations, and it showed me that I'm an amazing music producer. I could take a sample or anything and recreate it myself. There's a lot of options when you know your tools. That's why it's important to know your scales, your chords. It's okay to learn. It's okay to be able to chop samples, but it's also good to know how did they even make this sample, and can I make it myself? Of course you can. Most time people are making samples these days. They're doing it in the box on the computer. They're using normal instruments, VSTs. So it's just challenging me to be a better musician, better music producer. So I can say it has been a good week because I got challenged, which is good. So, but everything's all good. It's Friday. It's movie night. Maybe go see the Legos movie. I don't know. I have to think about it. I need to take a walk and kind of just decompress. And I love having movie night, making some popcorn, relaxing at the crib. That's what Friday nights are for. This weekend, I'm gonna be finishing up some of these songs so I can make more space for other projects. So letting you know, in my world, like I said, finishing this music. I would love to film a new YouTube video. So hopefully that can be accomplished soon. And I get to share that with y'all. And then once I'm done making these songs, I'm gonna finish the Beattober songs. And then of course you guys will be able to listen to them before they're released. I'll be posting these songs on my Patreon. The link is in the description. It's tagged on the side. And like I said before, the Patreon is my way or your way of supporting me as an artist, and also a way of us to build a community together. Each tier has a option to have access to the Discord, and like I said, one stream equals 1/3 of a cent. So even if you listen to my album one full time and there's 22 songs on it, we didn't even make one whole dollar. So the Patreon is super important to help, at least for me. You know, I want to continue making music and feeling stable in what I'm doing. And I feel like with streams, we're always pushing people to listen to our music, but it's not realistic for someone to always listen to our music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's better for us to figure out how we can support artists, whether it's buying their art, their actual art, supporting them on a subscription level, where you're actually helping them, where they're able to fund their everything, whether it's camera stuff, it's electricity, it's lighting, it's, you know, making sure that we're fed and all that stuff. So I think it's dope that we're, as independent artists, we're figuring out what can work for us and giving our audience an option to support us. So the music that I'm releasing, of course, is going to come out at some point, but if you want to listen to it ahead of time, it'll be dropped on my Patreon. Currently have 2 songs right now there. If you want to check them out, give me some feedback. They're only for listening pleasures and not for download or for you to rap over or you guys, let me tell you before I leave, do not take one of my songs and think that it's cool to write a song over and send it to me and be like, oh, look what I made without your permission. I don't want it. I much rather for us to have a relationship. If we're gonna work on something together, it needs to be genuine, it needs to be real. Okay? Same thing for, you know, people are gonna do it regardless. I know people are gonna rip stuff, but your integrity needs to be there. And if you expect to go anywhere with your music, you want to do everything with intentions and integrity. So if it's something that you are interested in, just reach out. Hey, I like this. Would love to figure out how I could get it, or we can figure it out. But don't just do things without permission. A lot of people think that I don't like them because I'm like, can you please remove that? And I'm just like, I just need you to ask permission beforehand. That's it. Anyways, so if I wouldn't get distracted by stuff happening outside, I would make beats all day. Very bad problem. Yes, it's cool. I'm very grateful it's Friday. Thank you for coming through for this live stream. Today's the 18th of October. It's the 3rd week. So next Friday, I will not be here for my live stream. I'm going to take next Friday off to just hopefully record a YouTube video. That's why I like to take the Fridays off to kind of script stuff and then film things on the Saturday and then edit on the Sunday. So the next month is all like scheduled out. We got some content ready for the month of November, and of course brands are going to come out with random stuff the last minute, and then I'm going to feel FOMO and feel like I need to make stuff for that. So I want to make sure I have space to do that. I feel like next month, with it being Black Friday, with Native Instruments dropping rumors that things may be releasing soon, I want to be able to participate. So I'm going to take next Friday off from streaming like I do every last Friday of the month. But I'll be back the first Friday. It actually is the first day of November. And that's the day of my new single, Everyday Christmas. It's that time of the year, y'all. It's that time of the year. So I'm excited. I'm gonna enjoy it, embrace it. And I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Said whenever you have a good one. Yes, that's right. It's not time wasting. That's right. I'm gonna finish watching WWE SmackDown. Yes. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see y'all the 1st of November. Until then, make sure you hit up the Patreon. I'm gonna be dropping whatever unreleased music that's not gonna be coming out for a while there. And hopefully we can. And then also, if you join the tier for the 3rd tier, we're gonna have our first accountability Zoom chat on the 6th of November at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to join, make sure you hit up the Patreon. I would love to hear what music you're working on. Everyone will get, if it's a big group of people, it just depends. If it's just only like 3 people, everyone will have a certain slot of time to just talk, and then we can give feedback to each other. If you want to play your music, you want to see what people think, or just talk, vent, have people that are loving music as much as you do right there. So we're gonna do that. I'm excited. I'm gonna meet you guys. Anyways, I love you. Until next, the following, I just said it. I love you. Peace.